In this lesson, we're going to cover SEO content structure to help you create winning articles from scratch. Let's begin. In order to create a good, solid article designed to rank, you need the following. Seed keywords. The article should have a main keyword and ideally a group of related keywords to rank for. Defined topic or subtopic. Decide whether your article is pillar content, meaning content that covers a main topic, or a subtopic that contributes to a main topic. Defined goals. Think about the actions that you want the reader to take before you start writing, whether that's visiting a product page, downloading a document, entering an email, or a transaction. Target audience. Knowing who your article is aimed at is very important. It means you can be very specific with your targeting. For example, targeting a segment of the audience rather than the whole audience makes your content more specific to certain readers, and that can help increase your conversions and hit the goals you set out to achieve. For example, an article on workout plans for beginners helps you craft very specific content that resonates with that particular segment of the audience. It also enables you to craft a more targeted call to action, which will naturally lead to more conversions. So once you have all those things, the next step is to create an article. Let's see how we do that in WriterZen. We start with the topic discovery tool. Let's say we want to create an article about nutrition plans. Enter the seed keyword nutrition plan. Here we have 41 topics that relate to nutrition. These are topics and subtopics that support the main topic. Covering all these topics will help us build topical authority. We covered topical authority in the keyword clustering lesson, so do go over it again if you need a refresher. We'll keep the relevance to medium and we'll sort the topic ideas by search volume. I'm going to browse through these topic ideas and pick one. Let's go with workout plan. Click show ideas and explore the suggested headlines from articles that are already ranking. The complete 4-week beginner's workout program is a great example of an article that targets a segment of the audience. In this case, the segment is beginners. So let's create an article about a workout plan for beginners. This is always a popular topic, especially around the new year when people resolve to get fit. So let's make those people our target audience. Our workout plan for beginners article will be one of our subtopics that will help us build topical authority for our pillar article about nutrition plans. This type of article is top of the funnel or tofu content. We can use internal linking to guide our readers deeper into our pillar content, the nutrition plan, which they will need in order to support the workout plan. In the topic discovery tool, we can add frequently asked questions to a list to help us build the content for our article. Next, we'll go to the content creator tool and create our article. We start by creating a new project to house all our articles for this project. Give it a name, location, language, and click add. Now we add the seed keyword for our first article, workout plan. You can choose to run the Google NLP feature if you want. And you can optionally set a priority and a deadline as well as notes. These features are particularly handy if you work with other writers. When you're done, click Add Article and sit back while WriterZen does some competitive analysis. This will produce the guideline that will help you structure your article for the best possible chance of ranking. When your article ranks, the first 3 things people see is the URL, the meta title, and the meta description. These 3 elements are not just ranking factors. The words you use in these elements can convince a potential reader whether to click on through to your website or to move on. Spend as much time as you need to get these 3 elements right. Here are some quick tips to help you with that. When it comes to the URL, keep it short and sweet. Aim for a maximum of 3 or 4 words and try to get your main keyword in there. When it comes to the meta title, again, get your main keywords in there and try to convey the main idea of your article. Remember, you need to give people a reason to click. When it comes to the meta description, focus on expanding what the title conveys. If your main keyword is here, it will show up in bold letters, which can make it more eye-catching. But focus on writing the description for the reader rather than optimizing it with keywords. We'll walk through detailed optimization tactics for these three elements in the SEO on-page section. Now let me show you how to deal with these three elements in WriterZen. You can enter your title and description in the right side panel. This is the title and description that appear in the SERPs. I'm going to use the AI assistant to help me generate these key elements. Let's click the robot icon and generate some titles. These look good, but let's generate some more. This is a great title. Let's add that one to our title field. Now let's follow the same steps to generate a great description. Let's go with this one and click Save. Next, we're ready to build the outline of our article. The key here is to create a logical structure. The H1 heading is the title of the document and should contain the main keyword. Use H2 headings to title each section in your article, and H3s all the way to H6 to break up section paragraphs with smaller points. We'll talk more about creating a logical structure in section 3, SEO on page. But for now, let's see how we build an outline in WriterZen. The panel on the right is where WriterZen displays a suggested outline based on the competition and what's ranking well. This includes a suggested word count, number of headings, paragraphs, and images. You can click any article in the competitive analysis window and study the structure of the top ranking articles. The idea here is not to copy the competition, but to use what's already working as our guideline. I'm going to select a heading from the suggested insights to add it to my outline. This is not the heading I'm going to be using, but rather the starting point from my own heading. I'm going to use the AI assistant to help me generate more heading ideas by selecting the topic to outline function. Here you can see some great heading ideas. Let's add them to our outline. You can choose to add them as H2, H3 or H4 headings. You can always double-click a heading to modify it. If your heading is a question, you can use the AI assistant to generate an answer by choosing the bullet point answer option. You can also click and drag to rearrange the order of headings. You can extend a particular section by using the pros and cons option in the AI. When you're done expanding your heading, review the competitive analysis window to see if there are other headings you think you should be covering in your article. Then repeat the process until you have a great outline. Okay, now I'm going to use the AI assistant to generate some subheadings by using the How To function. I can then add these as H3s wherever I want them in my outline. There are other templates you can explore in the AI, such as various perspectives and features and benefits. To complete my outline, I'm going to add my own H2 by clicking Add Line and entering a heading, which I'll drag to the bottom of my outline. The next step is to click Save and set up keywords. In this section, you'll find the keywords you must include in your article to stay relevant and on topic, as well as a list of your competitors' keywords and a very handy list of opportunity keywords to add to your article. Add the ones you want, and when you're ready, click Save and begin writing. Now we're ready to start crafting the body of the article. Write for the reader rather than the search engine. Poorly written or keyword-stuffed content will affect your on-page time metric as readers bounce off in search of a better article, and that will hurt your rankings. Do add your main keyword to the first paragraph though, and sprinkle the rest of the keywords throughout your article. Just make it flow naturally. An easy way to safely add more keywords to your article is to write longer content. More words means you would naturally repeat more keywords. Aim for at least 1,000 words or more. And don't worry about long-form content. If your content is valuable, people will spend the time reading it. Just remember to include a table of contents at the top of your article so that readers can navigate your content. For inspiration, you can return to the outline step and go through the top ranking articles in full view to see how they are structured visually. You can also borrow some interesting facts to use in your article and use the AI assistant to rewrite them for you. Back in the content writing window, you can then use the AI assistant to auto-write a number of different elements, such as paragraph introductions, next paragraphs, and so on. Do feel free to contribute to the article by writing something the old-fashioned way. Don't just use the AI assistant. The AI is there to help you and assist you and keep you going. But do check things as you go to make sure it makes sense to humans. This is how you create a highly engaging article. And while we're talking about engagement, remember to add images and videos to all your articles. Visual media can help the reader understand the content better. And video has the added bonus of keeping people on your page longer. When it comes to images, there are some SEO best practices to follow. We'll cover those in the lesson Image Optimization. And in the next lesson, we'll be covering internal link optimization. I'll see you there.